Hello there! Welcome back to freaking Corpse Factory, where we're gonna see where they found the next place. We're gonna see what happens next. Cursor, get the fuck out of here! The abandoned factory is almost exactly how I imagined it would be. Tall, broad, foreboding. Eroded and worn. Down with brick walls and steel sheeting. Covered with thick layers of black exhaust. Okay. There's a couple of busted windows. Gigantic metal pipes protruding from within and wrap around the exterior, only to re-enter through vents here and there. Okay. It's decent size. Oh, that's a decent size. It also has a big chunky lock on the front. A series of ventilation shafts and chimneys line the roof, but they don't really realize even a single puff of smoke. This place has been shut down for a long time. And the front entrance is locked. At the rear, the front entrance is locked at the rear of a small parking lot. It's a simple steel door that has been chained up and padlocked. Okay, at least we know it's boarded up. Further along the side of the building is a loading dock, an expansive of asphalt that leads to the concrete path and giant roller doors. Perfect. That's our entrance, unless it's locked. In the dock sits a derelict van, covered in brown tarpaulin.
This place is amazing!
You haven't seen inside yet.
Okay. He has a reason. I agree with him so far. I glance towards the steel door, secretly chained shut, and wonder if anyone has entered within the last decade. If Kojiro has checked out and inside, then he did well covering his tracks.
How do we get in?
That's a good question.
Around here.
I follow his lead as he walks towards the corner of the building. A steel railing bars our path, but he swiftly hurdles over it and continues down the side of the factory. I take a minute to climb the railing, making sure not to twist an ankle as I stick the landing on the other side.
We're here.
Ooh. Kojiro points to an open window. Thankfully, there seems to be enough of a gap for somebody as large as Kojiro to slip through. I shouldn't have an issue getting in either, despite my thin, heavy-set frame. Okay, at least there's a way in. He slides in first, and I quickly follow. Now what? Huh. Decent amount of lighting. And with that, I find myself inside the factory. The place is huge. It's an open plan design, and it's pretty much empty. Outside of a forklift, but I don't know why they wouldn't take that. A few stray pieces of old machinery line the walls. A small forklift, a pallet jack, and a bunch of buckets and mops catch my attention. All of this could be useful for our little operation. A number of iron workbenches are piled up in a stack. They look heavy and rusted, but they would probably make good tables for resting corpses on. Oh, as long as you don't get in trouble. Aside from the miscellaneous items, the factory is essentially bare. This concrete floor is in bad shape, cracked and worn from probably 50 years of use. The thick brick walls are scorched in some places and dented in others. Still,
It's perfect.
hell yeah.
Thanks. Figured you'd approve.
How did you know about this place?
Kojiro doesn't answer immediately. His eyes turn to the stupendously high ceiling. With its airy array of glass sunlight. Actually, glass. Sunlight's beaming light down upon us. After a minute, he turns back to me.
Dad used to work here.
Good. His dad?
What did he do here?
This place used to manufacture steel fencing, chain link fences, barbed wire, chicken mesh,
Huh.
that kind of thing.
Huh, I see.
A lot of that is imported now. There's still an industry here, but Dad couldn't compete.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Went out of business maybe a dozen years ago. Died about a month later.
Should.
He died?
That's how it goes.
I'm sorry.
We weren't close. Well, could have been closer.
Now we know.
So, how come no one else bought the factory?
Look around. It's a dump. Who'd want it?
A couple of people, I'm assuming.
Cost a fortune to fix or rebuild. Wonder if it was waiting for us.
Yeah. I wonder.
Well, now we know. It definitely all seems too good to be true. But this is the real deal. This is our factory now.
Going half on this, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Good. Welcome home then. Or something.
At least we could vaguely say this is kind of home.
Let's work well together.
Roger that.
I've entered an unlikely partnership with Kojiro. We've obtained a base of operations safe from prying eyes. The next step is to fill this factory with corpses and carry on with Corpse Girl's grand scheme.
Thanks for accompanying me home.
No prob. Should I come upstairs?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, when are we starting work?
Well, as soon as as soon as Corpse Girl receives another request for a death, we can start on it.
Oh. No grand heist from the morgue first?
That would make it too interesting.
Think about it. It's important that the cadavers I use match the details of my victims. I won't know what kind of cadaver to use until I receive a photo of the victim.
Yeah.
Guess that makes sense. What's the big plan anyway? How do we lift corpses from the morgue?
That we'll have to figure out. That's kind of important. I had a feeling he would ask about this sooner or later. I did tell him that I had a perfect idea after all.
I imagine the biggest issue is writing off the bodies, so to speak. If a cadaver goes missing or is unaccounted for, there will be an investigation. Am I right?
Guess so.
We need to be able to take the bodies away from the morgue without anyone ever knowing they're gone.
Yeah.
So, the solution is simple. We only take the cadavers that are due to be cremated.
Okay, wise guy. A delivery company picks up the cremains nearly every day.
Okay. That's incredibly useful information. That means we need to work around that.
Huh? Cremains?
That's what the ashes are called.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So what do we hand over? Empty canisters?
It's simple. Fake ashes.
Yeah, right. Fake ashes. Like I just have those lying around.
You can be surprised. Kojiro stops mid-sentence and stares straight at me.
Huh. Might be onto something.
Don't tell me you do have those lying around.
Not fake ashes. Real cremains.
Okay.
Bodies are cremated every day. Wouldn't be hard to take a bit off the top.
Now we know.
Huh?
Could probably get away with like a quarter?
I'm confused. What are you talking about?
Huh.
Zaz. Every time someone gets cremated, I'll collect a quarter of the ashes. Store them, put them aside.
Okay, I see what he's thinking.
Won't take long to fill up a whole canister.
Okay.
Let me see if I follow you. You gather up a little bit of ash from every cadaver that gets cremated. Whenever we want to hoist a body from the morgue, we use the previously gathered ashes to fill a canister. Then we take so-and-so out of the morgue. We record that their body has been cremated, when in reality, it's been snatched from the morgue.
Yep.
I imagine the canister of ashes just gets picked up with all the others going out on the same day.
Pretty much. We also put a token in the canister.
Okay.
A token?
Like a dog tag. Has the cadaver's serial number engraved on it.
Okay.
Normally attached to the body before cremation.
I see how this is going now. This is how they're planning to do it. Little bit of trickery to be clear.
They don't burn. Lets the cremains be identified later.
Huh, I see. Can we get our hands on those tokens?
Sure. The bodies we're lifting from the morgue are due for cremation anyway. I can get the tokens engraved without a hitch. Proper serial numbers and all.
Shit. Even better.
Okay, good. This is getting complicated, though. There's quite a bit we have to remember to do.
Don't worry. I'll take you through it when we need to. Most importantly, I'll need to start gathering portions of cremains. Need to have those collected in advance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Really.
No props. But big question remains.
What's that?
How do we move cadavers out of the morgue?
That's actually, I think, like the hardest part. Trying to move it outside the morgue.
Ever tried lifting a stiff? Not easy. And you're no bodybuilder. No offense.
None taken?
Look, security in the joint is minimal. I'm there alone like 90% of the time. We don't have to worry too much about getting busted. As long as we cover our tracks, of course, and only take cadavers we've written off, as you put it. Bodies nobody will come looking for.
Hang on. Are there security cameras, alarm systems, anything like that?
Don't
Most
think
likely.
so. Plenty in the hospital proper, though.
That's fine. As long as the morgue is clear.
Still, answer my question. How do we move the bodies?
That's actually the tough part.
You got a hearse? A truck?
No, but surely we could get something. What about a small van?
You got a license?
I'm guessing no.
No.
Need a driver's license. And not just that, needs to be suitable for a van. A medium vehicle license, I think.
Wait, there's different types of licenses? Shit.
Oh. I don't have a license, but surely driving a van can't be that hard, right? We could just rent a van and wing it.
That leaves tracks. That leaves way too many tracks.
Uh-huh. Can't even rent one without a license.
Plus, that would still leave tracks. Like, if somebody finds out, then yeah, they could kind of check this stuff out. It'd feel weird.
Okay then. Do you have the right license?
Don't look at me. Never driven a vehicle in my life.
Huh.
Yeah, me neither.
And I think from here is the best time to kind of end an episode. Before it starts to really get confusing. So, I hope all you guys have a great time and a great day too. While we try to figure all the fun, complicated stuff out of the way. So, I'll see you guys next time.